Hi, Big Wide World. Welcome out on a walk, local nature reserve. Uh, Cloudy day, brisk, nice chill in the air, but loving it. Love the little walk. I just thought I'll sit down for 5 minutes and make a little video and then carry on. It's a beautiful, lovely. You listen to the birds, seeing the bumblebees about, everything's coming into life. Um, I was thinking as well, it's like, I'm thinking, free yourself Friday. And I thought, well, it is, I'm getting out. Because you all know it's like all confined and all in houses, freeing myself going out in nature. So it's freeing myself Friday. But also, I was thinking of freeing myself, really. How I am. Everyone knows I do suffer from anxiety, and I'm very open about that. And I think people, the more we're open with mental health issues, the more open with how things affect us, the better it's expressing and moving, and being honest and open with it. But I do, with anxiety, and like with many people, with me, I can get stuck in the past. I get stuck in events, what's happened, emotions, situations. I get stuck in that story of the past. But also, it can be fear of what's coming, fear of events or what possible events, or worrying about what the coulda, woulda, shouldas in the future. I can get stuck there. And the thing is with anxiety, it's jumping between. It's all the anxiety in the present, but actually being trapped in the past or or worrying about the future, and it's stuck there. And it is common, it's a common thing, and I've had this for many years and lots of different strategies to deal with it, but being aware of that. And I think we all have to be aware of where we are and what your zone. I do lots of journaling, which I said before, and I do like to do a journal and then in 3 months or 6 months look back on it and see. Sometimes there's a theme what's there. Sometimes you can see how far you've moved. Sometimes you can see what I really do have to focus on that, because it is still here. I haven't made progress, or I wish I'd done more. And so you can make a focus of that, but also the gratitude of it. You have survived. Noting if you were in a big place, a bad place, the gratitude of you will survive. Time changes. And I know is that somatic experience work with emotions, being embodied with them emotions, and knowing that emotions do change, being resonant with that it will change, it does go on. It's not going to last forever, even though in that moment it feels like it. And when you're stuck in the past, it can seem like it is forever, as if it's still there. It's still there with you. And it may be 10 years, 5 years, 20 years. It could be from your childhood, it could be from yesterday, but it can be stuck with you. And it's there, and it's being able to read the judgment you place on yourself of whether you've hurt, you've moved on or what. Even with journaling, looking back, the judgment you place there, it's freeing yourself from it and allowing yourself to be in that moment and say it's all right. You are enough. Realizing you are trying, you are doing your best. One of the things that I do when I'm in that focus, it's a very simple technique, but I find it for me, and I always talk from my experience. This is my journey, I'm talking about my journey. So it may be benefit for you. If you is, please take it. But one thing I do is a simple exercise, breath work, a simple breath, but also it's the exercise after. So the exercise we would do first of all is I just close my eyes, I take a deep breath in, I hold it at that point where I've took the deep breath full, and then breathe out and notice that difference. And then again, I take the breath in, feel that breath in, hold it for a moment, and then breathe out and feel the difference, the change in that breathing out. And then once more, I breathe in with my eyes closed, hold it at that moment when I'm in full breath, and then breathe out and notice the difference. Then when I open my eyes, I actually look and just see what's in front of me and describe it. So at the front of me, I can see a hawthorn tree. There's a hawthorn tree, it's in blossom at the moment. That blossom is white. Some of it's fallen, but it's still really in blossom. Next to it, there is another hawthorn tree, but different because that is still fully green but no blossom on it. And they're about 5 foot, 6 foot tall. These really branches are really stick together and they're all intertwined, and it feels crowded. But next to it, there is a silver birch, and it's in blossom, but the difference, I can see the silver birch. Look at the trunk, the silverness. It's really long, that silver birch. I can see it's very tall. As it's tall, it's a lot taller than the hawthorn trees. Its branches are really spanned out. I can see a bird. There's a raven just passing overhead. Its wings really flapping. In the moments, you can carry this on for a couple of minutes, 30 seconds, but it's the description. In that moment of being and just describing what's in front of you, one thing and another thing, going in depth, talking about how its texture is, how it feels, how tall it is, its colour. It takes your mind off track into another thing. So when I'm anxiety and I'm thinking about the past, when I'm thinking about the future, when I'm stuck in that anxiety, sometimes that 30 seconds, that minute break in the exercise resets the mind, or gets the mind out of where it is. Instead of going round and round in thoughts, round and round in stuck in feelings, it's on there, something in the present, in the moment. You can do that exercise a couple of times. After you've done that, you could take another deep breath in, eyes closed, breathe in, hold it for a moment at the top, and breathe out and notice the difference in that breath. It's noticing the difference. That every breath is different. Every emotion's different. Nothing stays the same. You may feel as if you're stuck in the past, but you are in a different place. You may worry about the future, but the future hasn't happened yet. The judgments you place on yourself is in that moment. It's for that moment you place that judgment. Then it's changed. So if you feel the judgment of the past about an event, that's gone. That was then. That was you then. It's not you now. Let it go. Release that. When you worry about the future, it's not come yet. All sorts of things can happen. So it's knowing that that does change. A simple exercise, one that I do regularly. Being in that moment, it may help. It helps me. It's something I do. Lots of other techniques, and I will try and show more, but it is something that I do regularly when I'm in that anxiety mode. I hope it's of benefit. As I say, I'm going to post a few pictures of me on the nature reserve as well on Facebook and such. I'll post this video onto YouTube. On Facebook, I'm Craigie Babes. I am Craigie Babes if you find Craigie Babes, you'll find my reading page and such. If you look on Instagram, I'm Craigie Babes there. I'm on Twitter, I'm Craigie Babes again. And it's Craigie Babes, my spiritual journey. There's where I am. Have a look. A pleasure with everybody. Lots of love out there. I hope you have a fabulous day. Enjoy this moment, whether it be a sunny day, a cloudy day, cold or warm. Take care and speak to you all soon.